Howdy folks, I want to talk about a very important topic today. The reason for this video is I have a lot of Facebook friends in the equine community, and I read a horrible story this morning about a friend who had a horse. The horse didn't make it. Passed away recently, and it was all due to a very simple common error that a lot of people in the a lot of people who have horses make. It's something that people just don't understand, and we're going to talk today about grass clippings for horses. Okay, so logically, or I guess they think it's logically, a lot of people think that a very fast way to feed a horse is to give them grass clippings from their mower, okay? And if you think about it in one way, it kind of makes sense how they reach that conclusion. If you think about it, we cut grass, okay? We cut really long grass. We let it fall, we let it dry, we kick it with the hay kicker, and then we bale it, and that turns into hay. Okay, so we can take really big long pastures like that, and not the one behind it but the one closer up, and that then becomes horse hay, which sustains our horses all winter long. Okay, so a lot of people think, well gosh, what's the big deal? I can cut fresh grass and I can just give it to my horse and they can gobble it down, and it's not that different from hay. Well, unfortunately, this is a very prominent killer of horses, okay? What happens is the horses have something called a hind gut in their, digestive system, and basically that is a very fine compilation of things called microbes. And when we cut grass and we hand it over to the horses just in a huge quantity, so to speak, not where, like, for instance, like right now, Wyatt is grazing on the little bits of grass in between the buttercups. That's a very slow intake of grass, and that is healthy for him. That's foraging. But if I were to just come in here and dump a huge load of grass clippings to any of these horses, then their hind gut, their digestive system would not have time to process the carbohydrates. The microbes in their system would become completely upset, and basically that then can result in something called colic, which can effectively kill a horse very quickly. Colic is repairable in some cases, but usually the ones that I have seen that have colic from grass clippings, it's a horrifically painful process for the horses, because the vets have to go in, they have to flush the horse's system to try to get all those clippings out as soon as possible. But horses have such a large area for food and grass to get through in their systems that it's very difficult to get everything out in a proper amount of time. The other option is surgery, but a colic surgery can be anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000, usually more toward $20,000. So it is critically important, folks, that you do not ever feed your horse grass clippings, and do not let anybody stand over your fence at your farm and throw grass clippings to your horses, because it can kill your horse. Even if they don't colic, they can get something called laminitis, which means that they founder, F-O-U-N-D-E-R, and then they can't walk, their feet are extremely sore, then they can't eat grass, you've got to pull them off grass. It's this big nightmare. It costs thousands and thousands of dollars, and honestly, it's a horrible situation any which way you cut it. So please, whatever you do, do not ever feed your horse grass clippings. Now, the contrast to that is if it's dry, like if it's, dried enough for hay, and it's not green and wet and all that, then yeah, if it's properly dried and made into hay, totally different story. Okay, but if it's wet, and green and, resembles anything looking like grass, do not feed it to your horses, because you can kill them. So I just, cannot express the importance of this enough, and my heart goes out to all those horses who have been lost to such a simple mistake. People mean well, but they just don't understand. Are you two really going to do this right now? Well, you both had to go into that tiny pen. Come on out, Wyatt. Anyway, just wanted to give you a public service announcement on that. And please spread the word. Please share this video, because folks, you do not want something so preventable to potentially harm horses for people who are new to this and just don't understand that is a huge no-no within the whole realm of equestrian care. So, all right, I hope that helps. And as always, if you could like, share, comment, bookmark, whatever on this video, it just helps to spread the word and potentially save lives out there. So thank you so much.